Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Prince Caius here, and this is What If Deku Had a Level Up Quirk Part 3. And this video is going to be super long, so I really hope that you enjoy this long video. So, get into the intro. Time for the Battle Test arc. Deku is now level 3045, and Raftalia is level 887. Deku, Raftalia, and Uraraka versus Bakugo and Ida. When they get ready, Uraraka asks Deku if Raftalia is really part of his quirk. Deku tries to talk, but Raftalia tells Uraraka that she really is, and she can prove it. She then pulls up Deku's stats and skills and shows Uraraka. Uraraka asks Deku and Raftalia where they were after the test for UA. Deku tells Uraraka that they went into a dungeon trying to level up Raftalia, but she almost died because her level was very low. And he had to save her by using one of his only healing skill that basically almost kills him. Uraraka asks Raftalia if she wants to train with her. Raftalia then tries to talk to Uraraka, but Deku tells Uraraka that he can help both of them, but it will maybe kill Uraraka. Uraraka asks what he means, and Deku tells Uraraka that he will train them both, but it won't be in a dungeon because Uraraka can't level up, and she will be dead easily. And he'll only do it for a month. All of a sudden, the test begins. Deku summons some of his armies to find the bomb. Some of his minions, and they find the bomb in a few seconds. They all run inside while the army is, finding when the summons are, finding the bomb. When they get to the room and Bakugo tries to attack, Deku tries to attack Deku, but Raftalia shields Deku and attacks Bakugo. Ida and Uraraka's fight happens a little the same, but Deku waits until there are 15 seconds left to grab the bomb. Raftalia and Bakugo fights until Deku grabs the bomb, but Bakugo tried to attack Deku, but Deku was, way too fast for Bakugo. And why he did that was because he wanted to, to show them, he wants to see where he needs to help them out. So, they do win the battle. After school, Deku and Uraraka goes to Uraraka and told her where to find him tomorrow. When Deku and Raftalia are going home, Raftalia asks if they can go get something to eat somewhere. Deku then asks where she wants to go. Raftalia tells Deku that she wants to go anywhere. Doesn't really matter. Deku tells Raftalia that they will go home and get ready. When they get home, Deku puts his backpack up and closes his door to find some clothes. some nice ones. Artalia goes to Inko and asks if she can wear any of her clothes that are nice. That, uh, but Inko tells Raftalia that she has something, but she has to find it. So Raftalia goes in Inko's room and tries to find it with Inko. But before they, before Inko starts helping, Inko asks if she asks Deku out. Raftalia then blushes and tells Inko that she did, and she thinks that Deku doesn't know. It is a date. Inko then goes to Deku's room and knocks. Deku then yells, and Inko walks in, and Deku wasn't there. He basically hopped out of the he hopped out. Inko then gets out of Deku's room after reading a paper telling her where he'll be, and Inko and tells Raftalia that he's fine and he just fell on his head. That's what Inko told Raftalia. Raftalia gets ready for the date. Deku is at the store getting something to wear. After he found something to wear, he saw a dungeon, so he was like, well, I'm gonna go inside. And he rushes through it, and when he comes out, Raftalia gets XP and gets mad and goes inside of his room and reads the paper and tells Inko that he went into a dungeon. Raftalia is now level 1087. Deku is now 4090. Raftalia arrives at the restaurant and waits for a few minutes. When Deku arrives, his outfit is ripped. Deku then laughs and tells Raftalia that he was sorry and told her what happened. Raftalia tells Deku she waited for a few minutes, like 40 to 55 minutes, almost an hour, and Deku tells Raftalia that he was busy in the godlike dungeon. Deku and Raftalia talk and eat some food. When they leave, Raftalia asks Deku if he knows it was a date. Deku tells Raftalia that he didn't know. Deku then asks if she got some XP. Raftalia does tell Deku that she did. Deku then tells Raftalia that she can do the weak dungeons while he does the harder dungeons. Raftalia then agrees to do that. The next day, Deku sees a weak dungeon and tells Raftalia to go inside and meet her at the beach when she's done. Deku then arrives at the beach and waits for a few seconds, and Uraraka arrives. Deku tells her that she is late, but he'll forgive her for that, and then tells her what they will do. Deku and Uraraka train for a few hours. When they were taking a break, Deku gets some XP, and Raftalia arrives and asks Deku if he got any XP. Deku does tell Raftalia that he did. Raftalia then joins them on their training. So a week later, so time for the USJ arc. They went to the USJ. When the villains arrive, Deku and Raftalia fight the villains with Aizawa. Everyone gets teleported everywhere, and Deku fights Tomura, and the Nomu by himself and takes out the Nomu very quickly and Tomura tells Kurogiri that it is time to leave. Tomura and Kurogiri leave very quickly, and all the other villains get arrested. Time for the UA Festival. A few days later, when Deku and Raphtalia were going to UA, they saw a dungeon and went in. They were in the dungeon for a few hours, so they were a little late for class. Raphtalia is now level 2087, and Deku is now level 6000. When they arrive, Deku and Raphtalia get scolded by Aizawa, but by Aizawa for being late for class. Everything happens the same until the festival starts. When the race starts, Deku passes everyone very quickly and gets in first place in basically in no time flat. Basically 9 seconds, actually 10 seconds of running. And the cavalry battle happens the same, but Deku gets in first place, and Raphtalia is still watching. Deku, by the way, Raphtalia will be in the bleachers during some of those. Now Deku versus Shinso. When the battle begins, Deku and Raphtalia rush to Shinso while he talks, and Raphtalia gets controlled because she told Shinso that they will win. When Shinso got control of her, Deku told Raphtalia that he's sorry and knocked her out very quickly before she made a move and attacked him. After Deku knocked out Raphtalia, Deku punched Shinso in the gut while telling him that he can't be a hero with his kind of strength. And Shinso passes out while Deku grabs Raphtalia and left the ring. Deku wins the battle. Deku versus Shoto Todoroki. When the battle begins, Deku and Raphtalia rushes just like the other battle, but a little faster. But Shoto blocked some of the attacks, and used all that he could in this single attack, which is going to be his strongest attack. Deku and Raphtalia dodged the attack. Deku tells Raphtalia to back up, and then told Shoto Todoroki that his quirk, his fire side, is his, not his father's quirk. Not his fire. All of a sudden, Shoto Todoroki uses his fire and ice side and attacks Deku and Raphtalia, but Deku uses his other summons to block the attack, and they take it and get unsummoned. Then Deku and Shoto Todoroki attack each other at the same time, and everything happens the same, but Deku wins the battle. Deku versus Bakugo. Before the battle begins, Deku tells Raphtalia that he wants to fight him by himself, so wait in the bleachers. Raphtalia asks why. Deku tells her that he wants to beat Bakugo by himself. Raphtalia then leaves and is now watching the battle. When the battle begins, Deku just stands there and tells Bakugo that he will let him take the first hit. Bakugo told De Deku that he won't hold back. Deku then tells Bakugo that is what he wants. When Bakugo attacks Deku with full power, Deku doesn't even flinch, and the explosion does nothing to Deku. After the attack, Bakugo backs up, and Deku attacks with a half of his strength of his true power, and pushes the air, like he punches the air, and Bakugo dodges the wind that was coming towards him at high speeds. Like, it looked like a wind cutter, okay? Like, not a wind cutter, a lot of PSI. Enough to cut off an arm or something. When Deku then vanishes for a few seconds and gets behind Bakugo when Bakugo looks around and then looks behind himself. He sees Deku about to punch him. When Deku punches Bakugo with half his strength, well, it does a lot of damage, but when Bakugo hits the ground, the ring is destroyed, and Bakugo is knocked out. Deku wins the battle. After the battle, when Deku lands, Deku goes to Bakugo and heals Bakugo with a healing potion, and then walks away. And wow, I thought this was going to be longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be longer. But let's end it right here. So, I'm sorry I kind of lied about how long this was going to be. I thought this was going to be like 30 minutes or so, but no, it's 17. But I hope you enjoyed this, and like this video, comment, and subscribe to keep up with my videos, which are going to be always every week. Sorry for not uploading for a few weeks. And 3, 2, 1 outro.